The brain drain has long been a hot-button topic when discussing the revitalization of Detroit. Lawrence Tech University recently held a technology forum that discussed various challenges and opportunities in attracting and retaining young professionals to the region. Dozens of executives and professionals gathered at the Lawrence Tech campus to dialogue about how to influence young professionals to move to the Metro Detroit region. Moderated by WWJ's technology guru Matt Roush, the program featured Compuware CEO Peter Karmanos, Collaborative Group Executive Director Deirdre Greene and Art Van Furniture CEO Yost.
What I specifically spoke about was an initiative that we're working on at the Collaborative Group called Challenge Detroit. And Challenge Detroit will bring together 30 of the nation's top young professionals, attracting and retaining, so young professionals from our region, from the community here, and from across the nation, in a year-long program where we'll provide jobs, living opportunities, social opportunities, which of course is key, the lifestyle amenities, and opportunities to give back to the community.
I think it's, after all this technology, and I represent a technology company, and I have some strong opinions about Detroit and the Detroit area, and I think my role was to express my opinions.
A prominent theme of the forum was for suburban cities to realize that what affects Detroit affects everyone, and to react accordingly.
So Detroit is its own area. I mean, obviously on a map you have Detroit's grid lines and they are itself, but as a whole, you can't just, being Macomb or Wayne or Oakland County, you cannot forget about, Wayne County just because you don't live there. That is, a source of jobs, a source of everything that is there in Detroit, and a lot more than the other cities, and we should bring more there to enhance the areas around it. I don't think, even if you live in Wayne or Oakland County, it's okay to say you're not part of Detroit, because you are. It's part of the infrastructure that makes up the southeastern Michigan, and it's important to pay attention to all aspects of it.
I think they realize that some of the problems they think aren't theirs really are. For example, if we had a common Department of Public Safety, police, fire, and emergency vehicles that operated throughout southeast Michigan, we could afford to have more police, and the response times would be better whether you were living in Southfield or Rochester or downtown Detroit.
The event garnered positive feedback from urban professionals who have either invested in the city or are thinking about it.
I think it was a wonderful thing today. They had an extremely focused, discussion, the panelists, and they offered great input from, from the panels and the audience as well. They both, it was a back and forth conversation that really, I think, offered a lot for thought for the city of Detroit. I think it's important because to be a part of the city, I think you have to know what's going on in the city and to be a part of it as well. And coming to events like this is it's a great forum. Like as I said, the discussion back and forth. You get to hear what a lot of the larger businessmen, how they're contributing to the city, and what they'd like to do, and you want to share your vision with those who are as well vested in the city.
I think that everyone was really excited about the outcome of the forum, and I think the greatest feedback was in regards to what Yost said about one combined vision for the future of our region. And I think that's essential too. There are so many of us working on different avenues. Of course, our focus is on entrepreneurship and attracting and retaining young professionals, but we do need to come together and support what our local leadership, whether that be political, business, entrepreneurial, young professionals, we need to all support one combined vision together.
Whatever happens in the future, event organizers and participants came away satisfied that it put vital issues on the table for discussion.
We need to address problems and agree on what the solution is. One of the problems that we have is that we can't agree on solutions.
I think that people believe that there are not opportunities here, and that maybe this is a scary place to start a business right now, because we think that Detroit has been hit hard, and Detroit has been hit hard, but I think that has put us in an incredible position to accomplish amazing things. And this is a great time to start a business. Costs are low, and it's a great time to be a young professional in the city.
To learn more about other forums and programs held at Lawrence Tech, visit LTU.edu.